You are welcome to Army Billionaires Business School. Today, we want to talk about fear and faith, how to make a balance. Everybody has fear in one form or the other. Like His Highness has just taught us today about developing a entrepreneurial mindset. How do you balance that fear if you still have that fear of anything, if you have not cleared all the doubts in your heart about anything, whether you want to go into business or whatever fear, some different kind of fear that may come. We have realized that you need to have faith. You need to have that belief in you that there is um, the ability in you to overcome any situation, a faith in somebody, a faith in God, a faith in your ability. Or how do you make a balance so that you can solve the situation that is confronting you at any given time, no matter how dire the situation might be? Once you have the right mindset, the right focus, the right knowledge, you can balance that fear, because there's fear in everybody. But how do you balance that fear? Pick anybody now. Elon Musk, any successful billionaire, Dangote, just name it. Even in our country here, in our locality here, at one point or the other, if you check very well, how were you able to come out of that situation? It's because you were able to make a balance between the fear in you that you may fail or you may succeed, and having the faith in you increases. I think His Highness has even talked about it some time ago. When your faith increases about it, and faith increases with knowledge. So today we want to talk more about how to balance our fears or worries or anxiety with faith, which comes with accurate knowledge, so that you can overcome any situation. Without talking much about it, I would like his with us today. His Highness is with us, as you always know, and His Kennedy is with us. The other, our fourth person, is a Kaka, is not available. He had to attend to something. Okay, so we'll be looking at this topic today: how to balance your fears of succeeding with an expectant faith in any situation. Your Highness, you are welcome once more today. Is a Kennedy, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so is a Kennedy. I know His Highness has lectured us on developing entrepreneurial mindset. So you were here throughout the lecture. So is a Kennedy, can you tell us what is the difference between faith and fear in your own understanding?
Well, in my own understanding and words, I would say faith and fear can be said to be opposites.
Okay.
Because if you have faith
Yeah.
in a particular thing and you have fear, doubt about that thing, your faith increasing subdues the fear.
Okay.
And when it subdues the fear, that means you are succeeding. The challenge of that fear is diminishes.
So you can even take steps, to solving it.
Yes.
Okay. So you are saying that faith is believing that something can happen.
Yes.
And fear is that this thing can't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when your belief about that happening increases,
the fear goes out.
The fear goes out. Okay.
It kills the fear.
Very good. Well, Your Highness, like what is the Kennedy just said, that when faith increases, fear will disappear. Somewhere in the Bible it says faith without work is dead. I know a lot of people have talked about it, preached about it, but what can you say about this? That even if you have faith without work, in your own understanding and your own knowledge and experience over the years as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, as a family man, and as a king, how has your faith impacted on eradicating your fear and making you to make the progress we've made so far?
Well, like Nze said, faith and fear are in the same like part of the same continuum.
Okay.
While fear is this extreme, faith is that extreme. And somehow, in one issue, you can't have the two.
At the same degree.
To the same degree, it's not possible. The more, assuming there is, it's like temperature or something.
Okay.
Heat. Temperature is a measure of heat. When there is cold, it won't be hot
Yes.
at the same time. So that's what we have to know. And which one is good for us in any situation? What do you really want in every situation? Sometimes fear can stimulate you building up faith.
Yes.
And the process of building faith is like the Bible too said somewhere. It said the entrance of his word gives light. And understanding. So as clarity of that situation comes into you, you have faith.
Okay.
And sometimes what we call faith blindly in religion is following things sheepishly.
Okay.
We call it faith. It's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
What we're talking about here is knowledge.
Okay.
When you improve your knowledge about something and understand how the thing works, it makes that you have a better confidence that this thing will come to fruition.
Okay.
That's faith. And the way to do it is improve your knowledge.
Okay.
Ask questions, experiment, and know who you are, know what the environment is, know how to relate with the environment, relate with people, and then you know how to address every issue. Okay. You understand? Okay. So those are we'll try. In every situation you find yourself, try to follow the steps of try to know the situation, study and know the situation. Yeah. When you know it, commit it to your mind. See the picture clearly, like the Bible says. Write it down so that as a bird fly, they fly with it. Be clear about where you're going with it. Okay. Repeat it in your mind so that you enter into your subconscious mind. Okay. You achieve it. The process of building faith.
So that means, if I get you clearly, you are saying that in order not to just say you have faith, I have faith that this is going to work, that the work there is make an assessment of the situation and understand that this situation, no matter what it is, has a solution. And from there, get knowledge about it and see what you can do and to make progress with it. Okay, good. There's one scientist and engineer, I can't remember, I think his name is one American man. I've mentioned his name here before, and you also Greg Bredin. He was like saying that if anything that they call miracle is because you don't have a knowledge of how it is done.
Yeah.
That once you know how it is done, it's easy to be a miracle, but it's easy to be a technical something you can work out. Like before, they used to wonder, thunder is mysterious.
A
rainbow, they now realize that, okay, this is what caused it. This is why it's like this, and that's why these meteorologists, they can forecast and tell you that rain is going to fall at a particular time. Now, coming back to what we are still discussing, expectant faith. There is something of faith. There's something to be expecting. Is it all the time, Your Highness, that you must take action? What if you don't know what action to take? What if you don't know, but you have to feel that you have to take an action? What if you don't know? Some people will say, get guidance. Like Bro Proctor said, get guidance. I was watching one of his videos. He said, get guidance. And people in the comment section, they were like, get guidance from who? From where? How? I don't know whether you can tell us, how do you get guidance? In case you don't know what to do next, you are having faith, there's a solution. How do you get guidance?
Well, when we are faced with situations, what you're saying, expectant faith, when you're talking about you want something to happen, is that what you mean by
That
expectant
yes,
faith?
that expect like you expect that something will happen, but and according
Mhm.
to the definition of faith now, what makes faith to be balanced, that you need to take right action.
You
So
need to
my
take
question
action.
now, supposing you don't know
You don't
the
have
right
what to
action,
do.
so how do
Okay,
you know what to do?
when you look at the faculties of the mind,
Okay.
you know, we have discovered that we have abstracted the fact that the faculties of the mind contains where we call the intuition.
Yes.
Intuition is the ability of interacting with the unknown, receiving a kind of receiving information
Okay.
from universe.
From
Get
God.
your sixth sense, something we don't know, giving you an information. Some people train themselves to that. That
Okay.
sometimes there is a situation, maybe a python enters here.
Hmm.
Ordinarily, you cannot open these windows without having problem, or you will
Okay.
have a problem. But the python enters, somehow you're transformed. The power comes in.
Hmm.
You are before you know it, you find yourself outside. When you have found yourself out, sometimes you may not even have known what happened, what you did to find yourself outside,
Okay.
because there is that part of us we call the intuition. That message
Hmm.
could come and empower you or lift you up to a level of frequency
Yeah.
where you become strong, that you can even move through the world.
Hmm.
So those are the things I think they are talking about when they are saying, things happen. So we are we are a journey that has not that is in progress.
Okay.
We are in this phase, a journey that is in progress.
Yes.
We have not known everything about the human being.
Okay.
But what we know is that sometimes you could be faced with certain life-threatening situations.
Yes.
Somehow you find yourself, maybe you're driving, your car had an accident, hit, and then there is a flame. Before you know it, maybe you even had a broken leg from that accident. But somehow you came out. You came out from a distance where the fire will not get you. Then you can lie down there waiting for help. Help will come. Then somebody will now come and ask, how did this man that broke his leg, how did he come out?
Even the man may not understand
Not
how.
understand. So there are
It's a force.
there's a force. I think those things come from that part of our mind. We have the the six faculties of our mind. We have the perception. We have imagination. We have memory. We have intuition. This is the area of intuition, the sixth sense, what we have not really known how to operate. That's what I think you're talking about. But if it's faith, faith has to do with, you know, having a process to follow almost everything you
Okay.
want to do.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. So we are not going to spend much time because it's I don't know whether that's the one Igbo adage. Sorry, I don't. But what the Igbo adage, the essence of it is that anything that is very important, what it doesn't require too much talking about. You don't talk too much about, because you know that, look, if this is black, it is black. If it is white, it is white. If this is how to do this is how. You don't need to embellish it so much with words, so that get it. So like what you've talked about today is that whatever it is you want to start off a business, you want to do anything, that first understand the business you are going into, and whatever stage you get to, and it's like you're afraid, maybe due to change in policy of the government or situation, or that first you should know that there's a solution to that problem, and the solution is in you, because you are connected to everything. Okay. And once you are relaxed about it and know that there's a solution, as long as you are breathing, there's a solution.
And the solution must come.
And the solution must come.
Yes, but I don't believe in the faith of just relaxing and the solution will come. Remember that everything starts and ends in your mind.
Yes.
Your mind has to be primed.
Okay.
Your mind has to be primed. Remember that we have said here too that from some of the science discoveries now, you find out that every person is connected with every other person, with almost everything happening at the same time. If you reduce information into bits, we have like up to 400 billion bits of information that our brain is connecting with, our body is connecting with every time. But it is only a small part of us, the default network mode that is making us to be conscious about who we are, that's giving us our personality. Do you understand? So for you to achieve anything, you have to prime that place. For you to attract anything to come to you, you have to prime that part of you. And yes, so if you have any situation, you need to focus on it. You need to pay attention to it, because it's the attention that you pay that will bring the thing get realized. I will give the solution to you. It's not when you go and relax and then be praying and sleeping.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking like what you are saying.
You're sleeping. So when you pay attention
to
what is attention,
whatever
and
you
keep
are doing.
looking at what you want, the attention will bring the thing to you.
But if you are, but in the process of paying attention and sleep comes to you, shouldn't you sleep?
No, well, we say pay attention. Sleep is part of the process, because with sleep you can seal. Usually most things happen in the sleep.
All right.
For Adam to create a woman, he has to sleep. He has to sleep, because if he didn't sleep, the dream wouldn't have realized.
Okay, all right. Anyway, there's still much to talk about that Adam story. There are a lot of hypotheses.
There is nothing much to talk about it. Remember that the story is created by man. Man created the story in order to make us so we can live together and keep moving. Man created the story.
Your Highness.
It's a story. We have ability to create stories. We have ability to create forms. We have ability to create actors forms. That's why we created God. We created Adam. We created everybody. We created the devil. We created demons. We created angels to make everything beautiful and keep moving.
Somebody can ask you that. Are you sure this your king is not an atheist?
No, not really.
What
is atheism? Atheism is I think I try to be an atheist sometimes. But you see, what I know that I don't know everything about. I know what science has known about the world, right?
Okay.
To a level, and I know that we don't know close to 99% of what is in the world. Even the 1% we know, I don't know all about it. You understand? But I think it is still arrogance. It's intellectual and spiritual, or say religious arrogance, for somebody to arrogate that he knows God, he knows the character, that God looks like a man or looks like a woman, and describe how God gets annoyed, I gets angry. Oh, why did I create man? These are arrogance. These are ignorance.
Okay,
arrogance. Those things.
Arrogant that came out of ignorance. Like you said, we are evolving. We are evolving. There's still more to learn, more to know. So if anybody thinks he has known it all, the person is So, viewers, today we have talked about fear, how to balance fear with expectant faith. And His Highness and His Kennedy, they have talked about it, that look, fear is part of life, that when fear comes, know that there's a solution to it. And in getting that solution, you have to be active. You have to think about the solution and believe that you have all that it requires for you to get solution to any problem. So whatever it is, realize that you have a solution and take necessary action and do necessary things. It might even be changing one's attitude, changing one's belief system, like His Highness had mentioned when he was teaching. He said, don't just have a conservative mindset, a fixed mindset that this is how your great grandfather did it, this is how your grandfather, this is how that it has to be so. I mean, the internet today and the way the internet is going has made us realize that there are different ways you can make money.
Yes.
There are billionaires now that some of them don't even come out of their house so much like that, impressing this and that and connecting, So don't have a fixed mindset. What you have discussed here, apply it, and every situation, every unfavorable situation can be changed, because from what I understand now, Your Highness, like everything is in a fluid state. Everything, even the wall, even the thing you feel is solid. It's just our perception that it is solid. But everything is vibrating. There's a frequency to everything. Like there's a way a sound will come now. Resonance can make something you feel that is so strong, solid. You just see the thing breaking because it resonated with a frequency.
Yeah.
Yes, so nothing is solid. Nothing. If you are going through, maybe right now, I'm feeling that somebody watching this may be going through a heartbreak. That maybe somebody left you. Maybe you have spent 5 years, 10 years together, or whatever, and the person left you, and you have kind of, man, there's no way, there's no solution. Maybe you have depended on that person, suddenly the person left you. You're having a heartbreak now. Listen, nothing is fixed. The following, maybe tomorrow, after watching this, you may get somebody better than the person that left you, or whatever you have lost. Don't consider that it's lost. That is just changing place. Okay, keep living. Believe that there is a solution, and that solution is with you, and work towards having a new situation surrounding you. And on that note, we would like to stop this recording here, and until we meet with you, until we post another video, please remember to subscribe so that you know when this video will be posted on either on social media handle like your YouTube, your Facebook, and Instagram, whatever. We posting it, and so that you can go through what we have discussed in the past that is helping a lot of people. So until we catch you, until we meet again, have a successful time. Have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you.